Hey, I've got a question for you. Do you have a cable bill or a phone bill or any other monthly bill for things like internet or home security? Of course you do. Well, guess what? You're probably being overcharged, and you're not alone. Millions of Americans are overpaying on their monthly bills to the tune of $60 billion a year. What if you could pay less for the exact same services? No, really, no change. And then use that extra money for things that make your life better, like a family vacation, college tuition, or simply taking some me time. Sound too good to be true? It's not. You can put your savings on autopilot. We'll analyze your bills and negotiate on your behalf, so you won't pay any more than you should for the essential services you use every day. You don't pay unless we can save you money. When we lower your bills, we'll split the savings with you, and you'll get the same or better service than you have today for less money and no hassle. We know because we've already saved our customers millions of dollars on their essential services like mobile phone, internet, cable, and more. You send us your bills, we lower them. It's that simple. Stop overpaying today. Send us your bills. That's all it takes to start living your life better.
And if you spending this year's money on bills that you got this month, that's not the situation you want to be in, right? So we're going to show you guys how to literally change your life financially, how so many of us are buying land, and how so many of us are living out our dreams, and how so many of us have put ourselves in a position to live a legacy and leave a legacy at the same time. So I just want to make sure y'all are clear. If you're not here to discuss money and how to improve your situation, this ain't going to be the Zoom for you, right? But if you're here because you believe that time is more valuable than money, your time should be spent making money passively, and you believe that you should live a legacy, then this is going to be the group for you. Let me pull these slides up so you guys can see the power of what we're doing. My name is Brian Bean. I'm the founder of a group called the Extra Digit Movement. And what that basically means is we show you how to grow your net worth one digit at a time. But we do it using strategies, right? Not sales, not a bunch of hype. We don't use a bunch of fluff. We're a bunch of real people getting real results. So I'm going to pull back the curtain tonight and show you guys some ways that a lot of us are actual millionaires. A lot of us are worth $500,000. A lot of us got our net worth up better than last year. A lot of us are on our way to 10 million. A lot of us have fired our bosses. A lot of us have replaced our part-time jobs. Whatever your goal is for you, you understand, whatever the goal is for you, an extra digit in your income will definitely help you do it. I'm going to show you guys tonight a basic formula that I learned many, many years ago. And this is real simple. To get wealth in America is not hard, but you got to start understanding these principles. Number one, cash, asset, cash flow. Again, it's not hard to get wealthy in this country, but you got to get some cash, and you got to buy, build, or grow an asset. And then that asset has to generate more cash. The problem with most of us is we get some cash and then we mess around and buy some trash. And that's the formula for financial disaster. When you start looking at cryptocurrency, commodities, gold, foreign exchange, real estate, stocks, these are things that over time can appreciate and end up being worth more than you actually had when you started. Guys, listen to me. I lost my first $1 million in my 20s because nobody showed me this stuff. I was very, very fortunate to retire when I was only 22 years old. I hit lightning in a bottle. My home-based business blew up, and then the IRS came after me. They wanted back taxes because I got audited. They wanted future taxes, so they wouldn't audit me again. And they wanted current taxes in order for me to work out a deal. And I lost all my money in my 20s. Well, thank God I was able to respond. And in my 30s, I made it all back. And now I travel the country. I travel the world showing people that you can be wealthy. But the first thing you got to do is get your money back from the individuals and entities that are stopping you from getting wealthy. Let's look at who they are. Now, this is going to hit you in the face. But in a second, I'm going to show you there are basically three things that keep you struggling. But the first thing I do is show you the solution. We are the ultimate cash flow company. The first thing we're going to do is help you get your cash flow back from those three entities. MWR Financial stands for Make Wealth Real. Make wealth real. And we're doing that. Everything I'm talking about tonight, I'm going to show you guys in black and white. Make Wealth Real is 4.5 years old. Now, I've been blessed to be a part of it for the past 3 years. Unbelievable income, unbelievable lifestyle, but helping people achieve the same thing is what's more important. Mr. Brian House is the owner of the company. This is his fourth multi-million-dollar company. He said he's riding off into the sunset. This is the one where he's pulling back the curtain. And think about it, y'all. If somebody wealthy is not showing you how to get wealthy, how will you ever get there? You can read all the books you want. You can stay on Instagram till you blue in the face. You can watch all these YouTube channels. There's still some secrets to wealth that somebody just has to pass down to you, right? I'm going to show you guys how just this week, why I'm so excited to get my trust fund. That's right. My son is officially a trust fund baby. I never thought, my parents didn't talk about trust funds. That's not a knock against them. They just didn't know about trust funds. I never thought I would have 3 trusts and bring my tax bracket down to 0%. I never thought I would have a foundation. You know, my grandchildren and great grandchildren who aren't even born yet. I now have a full-fledged foundation called 3Gen. That stands for 3 generations, where I'll make sure the next 3 generations, and then they'll make sure the next 3 generations, and they'll make sure the next 3 generations, all because what? I joined Make Wealth Real, where we're actually making wealth real. I'm gonna show you guys how all this stuff works. And guess what? We do all the work for you. I don't think y'all understand. This ain't some course. This ain't some class. We show you in Extra Digit how to get paid every single day. MWR is going to use the experts they have to change your finances around. So if you're in the Zoom, you got the best of both worlds. Let me say this again. Our organization is the Extra Digit movement. We're the ones, as I said at the beginning, that's growing your net worth 1 digit at a time. So if you're making 3 figures a week, what about 4, right? If you're making 5 figures a month, what about 6? If you were 6 figures, what about being worth 7 figures? We're a group of doctors, single moms, college students, entrepreneurs, network marketers, firefighters, police officers, doesn't matter, engineers, doesn't matter what you do for a living. If you're hungry and you positive and optimistic and you're not coming in all negative and skeptical, we're not looking to prove anything to anybody on this Zoom. All the proof I'm going to provide tonight is the proof of me showing you my actual checks, showing you success from our teammates, showing you the land that we purchased, showing you the freedom that we have, showing you the retirement that we've accomplished. I don't know what else to show you. I'll be honest with you guys. It's really a 2-way street. See, a lot of people get on these Zooms and they think they're just going to fire away at me, right? Because I'm going to open up for questions. I ain't got no problem with that. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you that. Let me ask this. Hold on, ma'am. Slow down. Let me ask you something. How much money you got set aside for retirement? Oh, well, right now. Okay, so see, it's a 2-way street. I got to make sure y'all not wasting our time, because our time is just as valuable as y'all's. Y'all got to make sure we not wasting your time, because your time is just as valuable as ours. So I just want to make sure that's clear. It's a 2-way street tonight. Let your guard down. I'm going to show you everything we've done. And if the stars line up and this is something that you want to join and take advantage of, then let's go. Everybody do me a favor. Come off mute and say, we welcome you. Let everybody know we welcome everybody.
We welcome you.
Welcome you.
Welcome you.
Welcome you.
We welcome everybody. Charles, Ivory, I welcome everybody. I want everybody to have the success that people are having in our company. So let me show you guys how this works. We're going to have daily checks, weekly checks, monthly checks, any kind of check you can think of. We're going to show you how to get it. These are actual checks. I told you guys everything I talk about. I'm going to show you in black and white. This is my 1 week. This is all the same week, by the way, because we get paid every day. So $6,770 one day, $11,410 another couple of days, $14,330, and then boom, that's when they got deposited. Because we get paid daily or we get paid weekly. Y'all see what I'm saying? So you can add it all up or you can put it in there one time. I choose to get paid every Friday, but you can make as much money as you want. We're going to take the current cash flow you have first. I'm going to show y'all how to get the checks in a second. That's the middle piece. We got to take the current money you have first and make it go further. Then we're going to show you guys how to create those checks I just showed you on my screen. And then we're going to show you guys how to multiply 1 and 2. So if we take your current income and more money comes into your house, less money to government, less money to banks, less money to big business. Do y'all see what's going on right now in the banking industry? Did you ever think on your watch, a couple of banks will have your money and then just shut down and be like, hey, We hope y'all can come see us next Thursday. The money should be back in here. In Silicon Valley, supposed to have it going on. And y'all still trust the banks and the government with all your finances? You still trust the plan that they got you on? You still trust that your 401k is rock solid? And in the next 30 years, you still think it's going to be the same? You still think the cost of living going to be what it is now? When most Americans are struggling paycheck to paycheck right now working, and they think when they retire, things are supposed to be better when companies don't pay you more when you stop working? You see how confusing this is? It ain't as hard as people think it is. You just got to have a little common sense and understand that anytime you get a banks and government all your money, you would never have money to invest. And here's a note for you guys. If you aren't investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. If you aren't investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. So what we got to start doing is getting this passive money. But the way to get to the passive money is what? Get the money first from the first two streams. So $149. This is your only overhead. Now tell me a business where $149 is all you got to invest. And every month we show you how to turn that into at least $2,000 on average. Our membership brings you back about $2,000 a month. Tell me where a group of experts are going to help you with your biggest expense, your taxes. Your second biggest expense, your debt. Your third biggest expense, your expenses. Show me where a group of experts are going to help you get your credit scores up so your interest rates can go down. Where can you get a home buyer program where you can go from renter to home ownership? Where can you learn how to become your own bank so you don't have to rely on these banks? Let's go ahead and put our money where the bank is putting your money in the first place so you can cut out the middleman and not have to worry about Silicon Valley Part 2. Where can you go where we actually show you how to set up 3 trust funds and we actually do it for you? And this is under what's called common law, not statutory law. So it is out of IRS jurisdiction. Some of y'all don't know what that means, but it's okay. As you get wealthy, you'll start learning exactly what it means to be out of the IRS's jurisdiction. That's not tax avoidance. That's not tax evasion. That's called tax minimization. Big difference. When you have experts doing all this stuff for you and y'all talking about $149, do you understand that it should be worth like $14,000 a month if it's going to bring you in the kind of money that we're making? So understand that this investment has the best return on the planet for a group of people that are going to do all the work for you. And all you got to do is what? Get started. So let me show you how this works. In layman terms, phase 1 of our membership is to take 3 things up and 3 things down. That's all you got to remember. 3 things go up with the membership and 3 things come down with the membership. Now, what are these things? Everything you want to go up is going to increase. Our average credit score for our members increases by 126 points. Some people might be 60, 80. Some people, I've seen 200, 300, but 126 is the average. They took me from a 734 to a 777, and now I have an 820 credit score. Thought I was doing good. Like, what y'all do? I don't care. I'm at 820 now, right? 3 things have to go up. Your credit score. That lowers your interest rates. Now, your cash flow is also up because of the things that we're going to decrease. And then your assets are up and they're protected by our trust my assets department. So not only are your assets protected, not only can they no longer be seized, no longer can somebody sue you, you're growing a business, making money every day, taxes are down, debt is down, and expenses are down. So when you average it all together, $2,000 minimum is what our members end up saving monthly. Now, I want y'all to see this. This is important when I say 3 up and 3 down. The government got you in debt, so they should get you out of debt. People say, well, how did the government get me in debt? Well, think about it. These two are married. See, taxes and debt are like brother and sister. If the government didn't take so much money out your paycheck, you wouldn't have to borrow so much for your car. If the government didn't take so much money out your paycheck, you would have a bigger down payment for your house. So your term would be what? Short, your payments would be lower. If the government didn't take so much money out your paycheck, you would have more money for college, so you would need student loans. So what happens is they knew the 1-2 punch was coming. Hey, if we hit them with the taxes and take the money off the top, then teach everybody to go to school and get a job, then they'll keep paying more taxes, and then we'll turn around and get them in debt. Now they got student loans for the next 30 years, but the job ain't paying off the student loans, and then they get a tax refund. So if we trick them into getting a tax refund and don't tell them that re means again and fund means money, so a tax refund, y'all, is not your friend. It's really you told the government to hold all your money and then give you some of the money back. And then meanwhile, banks are shutting down due to unscrupulous practices. And y'all got the nerve to sit here and think that 149 is something you need to be researching. You need to be researching this whole industry you in, this whole country you in. It just amazes me, Gwen, how many of my friends have seen me make millions of dollars since I was 22. I'm 47. And they still skeptical. But they also the most miserable people I know. Isn't that a coincidence? I said, man, that's interesting that y'all don't know me your whole life and you still skeptical. But you wasn't skeptical when Johnson & Johnson sold everybody baby powder and talcum powder and knew it had cancer causing agents. Didn't nobody question that. You still got baby powder and talcum powder in your cabinets. Nobody tripped on Volkswagen when they lied about the emissions that their cars were emitting into the atmosphere. And we're supposed to be in a save the ozone world now. Nobody tripped on Anderson Consulting when they went out of business before fudging the books for Countrywide, who gave people houses they couldn't afford. So people lost their homes because of Anderson Consulting lying on the books and Countrywide giving people homes they couldn't afford. Did nobody trip on that, huh? Oh, y'all didn't trip on Apple? You forgot Apple scandal? When they slowed the phones down on purpose and it was proven that they messed everybody's phone up, so you had to buy the new one? Oh. Y'all forgot about that scandal, huh? Oh, you forgot about Wells Fargo, where they were opening the fake accounts for the people that were deceased just to meet a quota? You don't believe me? Just go to Netflix. It's on Netflix, the Wells Fargo documentary. So now they had to do a big apology and pay out a couple of $1 billion. Oh, but you still got your Wells Fargo account. But here I am talking about 149. I don't know. I got to think. This going to be tough. Let me think about this one. Boy, my friends, a trip. Okay, just come off mute and say, I got friends like that too. Am I the only one who got friends that's broke and crazy?
I got friends like that too.
All my
friends like that too.
Say something. I want to give y'all a note. If you can't change the people around you, you need to change the people around you. I got tired of my friends being broke, but then looking at me questioning everything I'm doing, and I've been retired 25 years. I just had to change my circle. Some of y'all gonna have to do that. You got to change your circle. That's why we here. Okay. So I want you to get this. When those three things go up and those three things go down, you now have more cash flow. Ryan, do I have to tell anybody? No, you ain't got to tell a soul. You ain't got to sell nothing. You ain't got to persuade. You ain't got to put nobody on these Zooms. The membership is just for your financial freedom. You get it? So let's look at Cookie and Charles Ivory here, who are getting their dream house built. And it's such a compelling story. That's why I wanted to add this to the presentation, because people need to know, if you're brand new, Charles Ivory did not have a job because of COVID. Y'all remember when the pandemic hit, man? People didn't know what was essential jobs, non-essential jobs, this and that. So he lost his job. They had the nerve to hit him back a few months later and say, we need you back. But by then, he had joined the company. So because of his mindset, it wasn't just MWR, it was his mindset and Cookie's mindset. They like, look, we got 800 credit scores now. We paid off a lot of our debt already. Let's just work this business and work our way right into our dream home. And that's what they did. It's a story I will tell forever, because he started just like me, just like you, had a vision, they stuck to it, and now they're watching their dream come true. I love it. I'm going down there and hang out, see it next month. I'm gonna take pictures in front of it. So y'all can see pictures of me all up on the platform. Okay, so I want y'all to see we can't fake this stuff. We can't fake photos and we can't fake roofs and sheetrock. What's your story going to be, though? Type in the comments right now. If you had an extra $2,000, $6,000 a month coming in, what would you invest in? What you want to, what you want? You want to help your community? You want to buy your dream home? You want to get out of debt? You want some Airbnbs? You want to travel the world? If you had an extra, now Charles and Cookie, they're at 5 figures a month. But if you just had an extra 4 figures a month, what would you do? Right? Put that in the comments. So you got to start dreaming this stuff. You got to start dreaming again. Very important. So what I want to do now, before I introduce you guys, let me do that first. Let me introduce you guys to some of my business partners, and then I'll take questions. And I'm going to show y'all the comp plan because I got a train tonight. We're going to get out of here. Extra Digit, do me a favor. Raise your virtual hand if our experts have done anything for you, or if you're getting paid every day, or your credit is better, your taxes are down, whatever's happened to you, okay? Raise your virtual hand or come off mute and let the new people know what's going on in your world. What's up, Gwen Dotson? I see you. Let's go with Miss Gwen in the building. Gwen, talk to me.
Good evening, Mr. Beam. I want to thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on your platform. Well, I just want to talk to the people out here. I've been retired, and these amazing experts, I thought I couldn't even get extra income. I was on a set income. I was able to get $85 back in my household. My husband, he owed taxes. So we were able to clean up something from the Internal Revenue. We got that money back. We didn't ball out. We paid off debt, $20,000 hospital bills. Fixed the car that wasn't worth it, but we have it fixed. Guess what? We got a new car because we learned how to shift that money back to us. And now we're investing. We also got our children in the business. We're helping them to get a head start because we want to live in the legacy, Mr. B, and live in the generational wealth. Thank you, sir.
Gwen, you paid off over $20,000 in debt.
2 years, a total of $40,000, sir. We were able to get $28,000 back, and we got our Toyota RAV4.
There you go. Hey, nothing like a new car. Hey, nothing like not having no debt. It's not. Trust me, I believe you, and I appreciate you so much for sharing your story. Let's go. Let's go.
One more. Guess what? Game Changer last year helped my husband to retire, and we're just teaching our children and grandchildren. It's just been an amazing journey.
Hey, they say live the legacy. Don't just leave a legacy. I appreciate you. Let's go. Marcella, talk to me. Talk to the new people before I take questions. What happened to you? We can't hear you, my friend.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Work on the Bluetooth. Let me come back. I'm gonna try to come back to you. Kim, talk to me real quick. What happened to your household?
Hello, Mr. Bean. So the experts actually helped me bring back $200 back into my paycheck after uploading my documents. I took that $200. It sounds a little bit like it's not a whole lot, but when you start being able to start paying off credit card debts, because now you have the extra $200 a month, I paid off 3 credit cards, working on the 4th one now. But I also took an $18,000 pay cut when I relocated after a divorce, and the money that I'm making from the business helped make up that $18,000. Now I'm able to buy a brand new house because my credit score went up 157 points, I think it is. So I went from a 646 to an 803. That allowed me to, like I said, get into a 2.9 interest rate where I wouldn't have been able to do that, prior to, especially with the interest rates where they are right now. The experts also helped me from getting that 30-year mortgage down to 12 years. And I was able to also buy a brand new truck that same year that I bought my house. And so they've done a whole lot for me. I used to use the money to pay my mortgage, but now I'm able to help my mom because she's now, getting older. And so I retired her. And then I signed my son up in the business because now he's getting ready to go to school as well. And we needed that residual income so he doesn't have to borrow money from his mom anymore.
Hey, it's we all winning, right? Hey, let me tell y'all, I had the pleasure of riding in the truck. I was in Dallas about 2 weeks ago. Hey, she ain't lying. Now, see, I I have to go around and make sure everybody's telling the truth. I rode in the truck cam, and ever since then, I'm thinking about giving me one of those. Move over.
It's a nice truck. I like it.
It's a really nice truck. Great stuff. Great stuff. Marcella, you got that mic working? Are you okay? Oh, it's tripping tonight. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You good. You good. No sweat. No sweat. So listen, guys, let me take questions from all you guys that are brand new, right? Here's what you got to do. Give me your name. What city are you in? So we'll see how we're expanding. Let me know that this is your first time. And my question is, so my name is Brian Bean. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. This is my first time. And my question is, I got to get you to do it like that so I can get through them. Okay. All right. Who, if you're brand new, has a question? Chris Dawkins, that's a question from you? Hold on. Come off mute.
Got you. All right. My name is Chris Dawkins. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. And I don't want to say it's my first time. I haven't signed up. I've been stealth watching you for about 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay. So you at least, well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. So here's my question. First of all, Gwendolyn answered most of it. But what I'm asking is, I got a lot of retired people around me on fixed incomes. Tell me how they benefit.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer it. Then I'm gonna let somebody that's retired answer it as well. But here's how they benefit. Think about it. A fixed income means just that. It's fixed. So do retired people wish they had more money? Would you say so? Come off mute. Come off mute for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. He said yes. So you got to remember, I haven't gotten to the comp plan yet, where the people who are retired, their income don't have to be fixed because the value of the dollar is going down, right? Because prices are going what?
Up.
So the first thing we got to do is help them make more money. The second thing we got to do is, a lot of people that are retired, they would like to leave a legacy for their family members so their assets aren't protected. That's why you see a lot of people, if we pass away, a lot of times our stuff end up in probate, and then attorneys and courts and everybody else get everything. And what we got to start doing now is protecting the assets that we've earned all those years, only for the government to come in and take it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
So that's the second thing. People that are retired, it don't mean that they don't have credit issues. So they can't be retired with bad credit, because now the bank gonna take advantage of them and jack up all their what rates? Interest rates. So it's a lot of different ways that retired people can take advantage of everything we have to offer. Imagine a retired person, because their income is fixed, we're lowering their bills, cable bill, internet bill, cell phone bill, different bills in different states, insurance premiums. Our negotiators lower their bills, so now their fixed income can go much what? Longer, higher. Much longer, higher, and further. Right. So you see what I'm saying? So retirement really, this is the ideal situation for them, because we can fix all the things that they may have let go too long. Okay. Thank you. All right. You're welcome. New people. I'll take maybe 2 more. You got questions? I'm going to show you the comp plan. I got to go. Brand new, raise your hand. Either y'all are nervous or I'm thorough. I'll take it. All right, Wendell, talk to me.
So how do I get in front of new people? Like, I know I'm going to start with my family and stuff. What about when I run out of family and friends? How do I get in front of new people? Okay, that's a training question. I'll show you that tonight, but the long and short of it is, thank God for the internet, right? So I ran out of my family and friends 22 years ago. So what I do is I'll show you some strategies where you can use social media platforms. We'll teach you different approaches that you can use when you're out networking. Always remember this, guys, never go out to work the business while you're out. Very important. See, my business don't feel like a side hustle or a side thing. When I'm on the airplane, I'm listening to his conversation, her conversation. They talking to me. We sitting down in first class, whatever. Guess what I'm doing? I'm just listening, gathering information to see if we can collaborate. When I'm on Facebook, I might post something about the banks collapsing, and people will post up under it, and I'll tell them they can own their own bank. So I ran out of my friends and family a long time ago. Most of the people that make you wealthy won't be your friends and family anyway. It's going to be people that you haven't met yet. So that's the beauty of leverage, is that you don't know 95% of the people that's going to make you wealthy. So it's not going to be friends and family anyway. So don't worry about that.
right? So the internet makes the world smaller. So by the time we finish with YouTube, we got text message campaigns. We teach you how to network, go to networking events. You got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got way more people now at your fingertips than you ever had before. All right, questions? One more? New people? All right, let's go. So let's talk about the compensation. How do we make money every day? Uh-oh, hold on. Let me hit share so y'all can see my screen. Okay. How do we make money every day? Add $100 one time, not monthly. Add $100 one time. So the monthly is still the same as if you were just a member. But what you're saying is, look, let me go ahead and opt into the home-based business for $100 one time so I can get paid. So it's $249 for a whole business, and the $149 doesn't change. That's still fine. That gives you everything in the green. That gives you everything in the pink. But now let's make some money. Here's how you make money. If you introduce me, I get on a Zoom, or I see I'm ready to. I see finally I'm ready to change my situation. You say, Brian, I got some experts that's going to help you. You upload your documents to the platform. They take care of everything for you. Membership has its privileges. You earn $50 every time a person like myself that you introduce joins the business. Now, that's not the residual yet. I'm going to show you the residual in a second. That's just a one-time bonus. Now, the other bonus is called a momentum bonus. If you introduce 3 people within 30 days, 10 days goes by, you got 1. 10 days goes by, you got 2. 10 days goes by, you got 3, right? That's for people that need some right now money. You earn $150 your first month. If that duplicates and you show them how to get 3, you earn $450 the second month. If that duplicates, you show them how to get 3, you earn $900 the third month. Add it together, $150, $450, $900, you got $1,500. That's for people that need some speed and some right now money. Now, something special is happening while you're working on that. Look at this picture. Here's what I just talked about verbally. Here's a picture of it. You helped 1, 2, 3, 1 month, 10 days, or even if it takes you 6 months, it doesn't matter. But you helped 3. When you add 1 customer, so one person says, I don't want to make any money. I just want the membership. Just help me with my finances. You add 1 customer. You see it? We call that 3 + 1. You are now earning $150 a month. That's a very important thing because now your business is funding itself because you're earning $5 a day. Now, let me give you all a news flash. That $5 a day goes all the way up to $15,000 a day. So it starts off at 5 and people say, well, what's the big deal? I'm like, you missing it. We want people to have the $149 basically covered. So the $5 a day is just the entry into you having a free business. Now, something special happened on the next round though, that you may have missed. When they introduce 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You earn $600 a month now because you got 12 people on your team. Put that in the comments, guys. 12 equals 600. 12 equals 600. $600 a month, $20 a day because you have 12 people. Now, at that particular level, you also earn $300 per week if those 12 grow by 6. Every week from now on that your team grows by 6, you earn another $300. So let's just do an example. You got 12 on your team. Now, half of them don't do nothing. That's fine. They just got in the business. They enjoying the membership. They're not telling nobody. They don't have to refer nobody, whatever. That's fine. 6 of them say, look, I need to get at least 1 because I want my business to be free. You just made $300. That next week, the other 6 wake up, say, shoot, all right, I'm ready to go. I've been on vacation. You earn another $300. Out of those 12, half of them get 1, you earn another $300. Every time your team grows by 6, you earn $300. So here's how it looks. in our back office, right? So I took screenshots as I was going through the program. So when they start the clock, this goes from week to week on this bonus. Okay, so it says, Brian, you need 6 people to go to get your $300. I'm like, let's go. I had 3 days left. Well, I got 3, not me, but the team. And then I helped some more people get 1. So that made my 6. And then it says, you ain't got nobody left to get your $300. But something special is happening. While everybody's moving toward their 6 and their 12 and their 3, you got a nice daily check coming. I told you all about the 5 a day. I told you about the 20 a day, which is $600 a month. I didn't tell you though, in that last group of 3, you getting 50 a day, which is $1,500 a month, $50 per day. So it ain't a person on this Zoom that can't tell me that anywhere from $600 to $1,500 per month, in addition to your credit going up, in addition to your taxes going down, in addition to your cash flow going up, in addition to your debt going down, in addition to your assets going up, in addition to your expenses going down, and this bad boy gets as high as $15,000 a month. A day. $15,000 a day. So something special happens. I'm sorry, it's a little more money before you go. Just a little more. $200 a day, $400 a day, $1,000 a day, and everywhere in between. $1,500 a day, $3,000 a day, $5,000 a day, $15,000 a day. Guys, when I joined the company, the top tier was $1,000 a day. We've done so well in the past 3 years, we now can pay out $15,000 a day. Right? I want y'all to think about that. We used to celebrate, man, someday we're going to be at $1,000 a day. Now, guess what? People are approaching that. He raised it to $15,000 per day. Nothing like an owner who says, let's add more money to the team. Guess what? We got some more money. Every time someone joins your business, if you are at what's called star level 3, that's the $50 per day level. Just to give you all an idea, that's roughly 36 people on your team, about 36 people, right? So now you earn $30 per person per day, in addition to your $50 per day that star level 3 is guaranteed. That's called a daily guarantee. That ain't on average. You're getting $50 per day, and then you're getting $30 per person. Now, as you move up in rank, you get 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 per person per day, all the way up to $150 per person per day. So what I'm about to show you guys is one of my daily checks, not weekly, not monthly. This happened in one day. So you guys can see the power of getting paid multiple ways. So somebody joined 30, 30, 30 in one day, 50, 100, 30. There's my 1,000 because I'm at level 5 regional, 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. The coded bonus, do y'all know I make more in coded bonuses than I did when I had a job? I make more in coded bonuses in a couple of days than I did when I had a job working 2 weeks at the bank, every 2 weeks. I make more now in a day than I made on my job in a month. I made now more in a month than on my job I had in a year. I'm not knocking jobs. I'm knocking my job. I'm knocking the job I had. And I was Morehouse graduate, had different color, honor, little honor rope, broke as a joke. Public success, private failure. I just got tired of that. I'm like, man, I got to make some money. I don't know. I'm sorry. This ain't going to be enough to do what I'm trying to do. And then you realize all ships rise with the tide. So y'all now in the right place at the right time. So I want you to get that. Coded bonus is so serious. Now let's take all the money you have and let's protect your assets. Let's put them in instruments where you become the bank. So that's what a diversified cash flow account is. That's what a private reserve account is. These are, I want y'all to think about this before we go. 2 banks just collapsed recently. People say, oh, that don't affect me. It actually does affect you, because what you need to know is that this economy is tenuous at best. What that means is a bank only has to have 10% in reserves of what they show on their balance sheet. A lot of people don't know that. So that means if I have $1 million on my balance sheet and I'm loaning $1 million on my balance sheet, really I don't have to have but 100,000. That's what happened in Silicon Valley. If I show $10 million on my balance sheet, I only got to have 1 million really at the bank, but my balance sheet says 10 million because they take your money and they loan it. So when that bank shut down, they really didn't have the money. That's why people got to step in, and insurance companies have to insure your money because banks don't have your money. It's gone the minute it touches their hands. And that's who you're giving it to. Insurance companies are different. When you give money to an insurance company, they have to have the money. That's why when you get into a wreck, they got to pay it, right? Your house, something happened at your house, to catch on fire or something go wrong, break in, they got to pay it. Banks and insurance companies play a whole different ballgame. So why aren't you just giving your investments to the insurance companies that insure your money at the bank? Those are the things that we do for you. Just a theory I've been working on since 2 banks have collapsed on your watch in the past 30 days. Hey, who am I? This is a big one right here. This trust my assets is so serious. This is how wealthy people get down to a 5% to a 0% tax bracket, 5 to 0%. We set up 3 different trusts for you. All you got to do is get your consultation. Okay. Business trust, right? Hold on. Business trust, family trust, foundation trust. Your money goes into your business trust, every dollar you earn. The business trust then pays the family trust. That's you and your trustees that you selected. Then your family trust and business trust, when they finish making and spending money, anything left goes into your foundation trust. That's the 501c3 that you got set up for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your legacy of your last name. So the reason I was so excited yesterday is because I got my 3 trusts. That's right. They don't come in the mail. These bad boys came special delivery. You see? So I got my trust number 1. Boom. Everybody knows my initials is B&B. So I got the B&B group. I don't know if y'all can see that. My camera's kind of far. Then I got my trust number 2. Boom. Then I got my trust number 3. Boom. Y'all see? So now my family trust, my business trust gets paid. It pays me. Then I pay the foundation and IRS get what's left, which is going to be a little tough by the time I finish paying my children and my family. See, this is how wealthy people do it. Is everybody else telling me, I don't know, is it a scam? Is it skeptical? I ain't got time to make up no trust folders for you for $149. I just don't have time to make up no fake trust folders. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I'm training tonight. This is my last training of the week, right? I want you guys to come back, sign up during the break. I'm gonna start training at 9:35. 9:35. Same Zoom that you're on right now. My final training before we head into our big event, Game Changer. The gentleman who actually did the trust fund for us and does your trust fund as well, he's going to be there. Our business partner who does the debt to wealth program with the investments and become your own infinite bank, he's going to be there. I got some special guests coming in that's going to show y'all how to build businesses online during this time of everybody having access to people at your fingertips. All the top producers and Extra Digit, they're going to be there. Awards and recognition, the party at Bean Acres, the cookout, the barbecue. It's our first one of the year. So I hope to see everybody there. If you haven't registered, man, too bad. So sad, because I think it's sold out. So come back to training, 15 minutes, sign up during the break. New people. Are you a number 1 or a number 2? A number 2 says, I just want the membership. I don't want to make any money. I don't want the daily checks. I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want no residual income. You just want the membership and everything that comes with it. Sounds good. That's number 2. Number 1 says, Brian, you kidding? It's perfect time in my life. I've been looking for something. This seems like it just makes sense. I want to get paid every day. You're number 1. The person that invited you is going to give you a link. So if you're watching this on their page, their platform, DM them, right? Inbox that person. They're going to give you a link, a membership link or a join link, and that determines what game plan we give you. Either way, come back at 9:25 Eastern, about 15 minutes from now, same Zoom. I'm going to show you guys how to get your business off the ground and have a great quarter. God bless you guys. Have a good night. Thank you.